All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is, and right here, right now, we actually have phenomenal hip hop veterans straight out of the 313 of Detroit, Michigan. We got Junesflow, also known as Junebug, right here live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
What's up, DJ Moyle? Appreciate you, dog. Thank you for having me. Shout out to your whole platform. What up, Canada?
Hey, man, I gotta say,
Yeah.
it's definitely an honor, man, to have Detroit, Michigan's finest on the radio station airwaves this evening, man. It definitely is an honor.
Shout out to my man, Checkmate in Sight. That's what homies over there. They're over in, I think they're over in Vancouver. Yeah, the homies, so shout out to them.
But I know you're a busy guy, June, so I'm going to dive right into this interview, man. But I got to take you back to the beginning of your amazing career this far, and I have to ask, man, what originally got you into the music industry initially, man? Like, what sparked your musical journey?
Shoot, man, I come from a damn high school that, the same place where Bizarre came from, Royce came from. Although Bizarre just talking about this a couple of days ago, he was already gone when I got there. But yeah, 15 years old, started rapping. A couple years before that, but like 15 years to start recording, and just got into like doing live shows and staying in the studio and things. My first rap name was Jada 59. So me and my friend Royce, we were doing like shows and everything, and it was on and popping from there. So it's been a while.
And also, as well, man, on June 1st of 2011, you actually released your amazing debut 14-track album titled June's First 2011. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a story behind this record, and of course, is it actually still available to be purchased today in 2022?
Thank you. Yeah, man, it is. It's on all. It's on iTunes for sure. I'm going to re-release that with some remasters. Right. So that came from Asar. Shout out to Asar, producer extraordinaire, produced for damn near half of Detroit. Those. I was just thinking about this and talking to him about this. I was in the zone. Those were freestyle. Like line for line. Not just straight freestyle, but like lines made up in the booth, and the star being so fired with engineering, I think two songs removed. Everything else in there was freestyle. I love that album. Thank you for bringing it up. Appreciate that album.
I gotta say, man, definitely is a phenomenal project. And I do know that currently, right now, it's actually available on Bandcamp as well. But the one thing I have to ask,
Yeah.
man, because obviously it is over a decade old, is this album actually still available to be purchased on CD? Because I do know a lot of Junesflow fans would actually love just to have themselves, like, just hey, it sounds bad for me to say this, but of course, a collector's item, man, because I'm a CD collector
Have a
myself.
yo. I have an office, right? And yes, you can, when we wrap up, I'll give all my social media. It's all Junesflow across the board, but you can contact me directly. I'm not like that busy. I'll send you, the joint. I'll tell you what, Junesflow.com. You'll see like my brand of clothing there, right? Long as the MC, long as DJ, long as hip hop. Purchase a T-shirt, and I'm gonna send that album to like on the house, just because. Not you, I'm saying, but about to all your listeners that
And also, as well, February 26th of 2014, you actually teamed up with Big Bus and Mac to actually release a single titled Big Ass Kid. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about this earlier released single, and of course, what was it like just working alongside those individuals in the studio?
they saw him beating up because of the Star Studio again. He's recorded like half of Detroit. Big Bus is dope. Marcos is dope from Southwest Boys, and that beat is crazy, and we just kind of being in the studio so much and seeing each other passing, not just those two guys, but other great MCs. You have no choice but to link up at some point in time and just put some things together.
And I gotta say, man, you guys had such phenomenal chemistry on that project. Is that the only time you guys had the opportunity to work together, or do you guys have other projects you actually did as well?
No, no, no. Those are just the homies, man. I talked to Bus last week. I haven't talked to Marcos in a while. Shout out to Marcos. He's over in Southwest Detroit holding it down. But those are just the homies, man. Nothing else we have except for that one joint. There's always some more to do, though. I'm always down.
And also, as well, on June 6th of 2019, you were actually nominated for 3 separate awards at the Underground Hip Hop Awards. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a story behind that eventful night, and of course, what was it like having your name on 3 separate ballots in one show?
Thank you again. No, it's so present day. You know, first of all, I have a lot of beats, right? I'm one of those hoarder of beats. I got beats from Royce, beats from Marv One, shout to Marv One, beats from beats from everybody in Detroit, right? And so they're in the tank. They're still relevant. They're still dope. I switched gears a little bit and started putting hip hop lyrics on top of ghetto tech beats, right? And aiming it towards a Detroit staple, the JIT dance. Detroit dance culture is crazy. So those 3 nominations came from a project called Long Live JIT, which is celebrating Detroit's dance culture. And it's something fresh. It's not really something that's been done before. Talking about JIT solely on an album. So yeah, I'm really proud of Detroit Underground Hip Hop Awards. I wish they bring it back. And yeah, more to come.
I actually did not know they actually stopped doing those awards. Like, was that the year that you got nominated for those 3 awards? Was that the very last year they did it, or did they actually do another one after that?
I want to say that was the last one, man. Shout to Uncle P. Uncle P and his whole staff. It takes the army. B Scarb, and so it's time consuming, right? Everybody has lives. It should still be going on. Let's reach out to Uncle P and B Scarb, make them do another one. We need more of those for sure.
I gotta say, I definitely agree, man. And also, as well, with that being said, it probably was COVID as well that probably messed everything up. COVID ruined a lot of opportunities for so many individuals.
Exactly.
And also, as well, man, you currently have your own clothing line by the name of the Long Live brand. I was wondering, what actually made you decide to start up this company, and also currently, what products do you actually have available to be purchased?
We are of the culture. DJ Immortal, long live the DJ, long live the producer, long live. Long live comes from what we know it as when things die, and you want to keep the legacy of it going. Well, I kind of put a spin on it to kind of breathe life into our passions, into our jobs, our families, our personal lives, into everything. So long live hip hop, long live the MC, long live Mary Jane, everything. I don't know where it came from. It's just I'm a creative man. From making up songs to everything else. I'm just all around creative, so it's pretty much in pocket.
And also, as well, on March 13th of 2022, you actually released the amazing album titled Long Live JIT Volume 2. I was wondering, what is the story actually behind this album? And of course, will there actually be a 3rd installment in the future?
Yes, there is. To jump to that part of the question, 2023, somewhere around May. Long Live JIT Part 3, and again, it's a series. Part 2. Shout to DJ Cage, drummer B. Shout to Craig, my man Craig. To DDT, Mark Cooper, and Derail. So in all the entire JIT community, right? So when we do shows, it's different because they're not expecting Detroit dance culture to be front and center on stage. It's just natural, man. I mean, I watched it growing up. I can JIT for 10 seconds. That's about it. It's a catchy dance. It's hard to do. It's Detroit based, and it's been fun doing those live shows. I tell you that shit for sure.
And also, I gotta say, man, my favorite joint off that record is actually Detroit's on Fire. I find that was a phenomenal way just to end that Volume 2 record.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. my favorite song. Probably my favorite. I don't know. Top 3 songs. My favorite early song on the album too. I agree.
And also as well, man, on October 14th of this year, you actually had the opportunity to perform actually on Detroit Public Television. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that. And of course, what was it like just being able to not only perform on that stage, but also have it broadcasted for the entire city that didn't have tickets could actually watch it at home?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and shout to Jit Masters, Mike Smith with Jit Masters. It is totally different doing a live show for a studio audience, or, you know what I'm saying, like it's not like a big audience. It's kind of like the first 2 rows. But the energy was there. It was great. Mike Smith of Jit Masters asked me to be a part of it. Shout out to all the dancers, Sonic, my man Jamar, my man Lamar, all the kids at Jit Masters. It was great. It was good. I really am glad that you said, you know, people around the city is able to tune in and check it out. A lot of shares. People are still talking about it. I'm blessed, man. I'm thankful. Sure.
And the one thing I have to ask, because I'm just curious, man, because obviously, like you said, it's more of a studio audience type of thing, and you're really performing for the camera. Was there any special stipulations they actually put in play? Like, what was really the difference compared to just a regular concert?
You know, you have to wear, like, there's multiple camera angles, and you have to stay in frame. You know, I'm pretty much I'm used to vibing off of the crowd energy and moving with the crowd, if you will. But, you know, as an MC, though, I still know how to give it, you know, get a performance and everything. But it was a little different having to stick around where the black tape was on the stage, you can't see, and not go beyond that and stay in the perimeters of that. So it was kind of different. It was a great experience, and it was dope. It was different. I loved it.
And I have to ask, man, what is next for yourself, Junesflow, man? Is there, like, anything we happen to miss during tonight's broadcast? Anything else you do still want to talk about or promote? What we still got you here live on the Canadian FM dial this evening?
Well, shoot, I got to get back to Canada, man. You know, again, shout out to my guy, Works 59. We went on a tour. He had one in early 2000s. And I think it was Death of Surgeon Tour. I'm not even sure. But we went from, like, Nova Scotia all the way over to Vancouver and every, like, 16 cities in between. It was nothing but love. I never experienced Canadian, one Canadian hip-hop show, but the amount of love. I mean, I smoked bud, right? So after every show, there was, like, bud thrown in the canister for us. Me and Kid Vicious couldn't even smoke, obviously. It was unbelievable, right? But you know, I love Canada. I love the energy that Canada gives when real hip hop is in their face. I love it. So trying to get back there. What's next for me is releasing some things single wise for the Jit side, but also using some of these damn beats I got, man. I'm telling you, I'm like stockpiling beats over there. I got to drop. I got like albums worth, you know, of hot beats, so I gotta get busy. It's time to get busy. I'm a new dad, so all that ties into play too, you know.
And also as well, June, this is the time of the interview, man, that I give a chance for the individual that does slide into the radio station airwaves, just a chance to give, like, shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to, but most of all, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything Junesflow if they're not already doing so.
Yo, DJ Immortal, you the bomb. Appreciate you off top. Everyone listening right now, bless y'all. Y'all can reach me at Junesflow on everything. Junes as in Sam, F as in Frank, LOW. Yeah, across the board, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, TikTok. I don't even do anything on TikTok yet. It's just sitting there, but everything is Junesflow. Check out Junesflow.com and get some merch. I'm gonna I'll put up like I'll make some kind of discount code, you know, for the listeners. They can do what I said, like buy a T-shirt and I'll send the album behind it. You know, I got many of those. Just like I have them. I kept them for myself, so I have like over 100. I have like 100. And yeah, man, appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to Canada. Let's do it.
And I gotta say, first and foremost, Junes, thank you so much, man, for just giving us a bit of your time here this evening and sliding into the 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM airways, man. It definitely was an honor and most definitely a privilege, man. And hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
You already know it, man. Peace and blessings to your listening audience. DJ Immortal, long live the DJ. Let's get it.
Hey, man, most definitely. I appreciate you, man, and definitely have yourself a phenomenal night and a phenomenal week as well.
Talk to you soon, brother.